This piece of adaptive equipment was inspired by Ellen, a patient at Holland Hospital who was hospitalized for an unusually long time because of extreme mania. She had a great deal of difficulty keeping herself organized, was tangential, had pressured speech, trouble with attention, and high levels of anxiety.
Here's your laptop, Ellen, but where's your glasses?
Say, I'll go find them.
I'll go find them.
Sleep deprivation is a major concern for patients experiencing mania. So the OT staff in the psych unit gave Ellen a weighted blanket to help her sleep at night. Ellen reported that this helped so much that she was also given a weighted lap pad to use during the day to help her organize her thought processes, calm her anxiety, and target her attention. She reported that this also helped, and the staff noticed a significant difference in her performance. Ellen was very interested to try sensory self-soothe techniques and came up with a list of sensory items to include in her self-soothe kit. Ellen already had trouble managing her belongings. It was a challenge for her to bring her worksheets and handout folder to class. She routinely forgot her glasses and her lap pad and had to keep running back to her room to try to retrieve items, if she could even find them. How was she going to keep her sensory self-soothe kit with her? So this is what I came up with. This is my weighted lap pad. You can see it has pockets on it, and the back you can see the segments sewn in so that the poly beads stay equally distributed while it's being used. It's got handles so it can be easily carried. The Velcro on either side allows it to be kind of stuck together and also gives some extra sensory input. So what you need to do is take a towel and you begin by folding it vertically so that you have roughly two 18-inch segments of towel, and cut off this part that's not used at the top. That part is going to turn into your handles on the side and the pockets on the top. You need to divide your towel into equal segments so that it can be filled with the poly beads. The trick is that you have to start from one end and begin sewing the pockets until you get to where a segment line has to be sewn. Sew that segment line, continue sewing the pocket, and then keep sewing the segment lines that way. What you need are some scissors, a funnel to put the poly beads in to the segments. It will work a lot better. We also use this hollow tube so that it's stuck into the segments. We put the funnel on top and poured that down. The poly beads are the most expensive part of the project, but they're really important because if you use these, then the whole lap pad is washable, and especially if you're using it in a clinical setting, that's an important aspect to have. You also need some pins, some elastic, some Velcro, a measuring tape. I used a kitchen scale so that I could put roughly 1 pound of beads into each segment to keep it even, and a sewing machine. The most important part, of course, of the project is the sensory items that you put inside. And those should be specific for whoever's using it. So Ellen always forgot her glasses, so I had a little pocket for her glasses. We have some bubbles because she found that very soothing to blow the bubbles. We have a variety of fidgets, which can go in there. I have an iPod here. An iPod is really nice because it's hard to find something for the auditory sense, and it's important that you try to address each of the senses. But if you do use an iPod, especially in a clinical setting like a mental health unit, you have to make sure it doesn't have a camera because you can't have any cameras up there. I also have a variety of candies. Depending on what the person likes, they may like something really chewy like bubble gum or Starburst, or mint candies, something hard like a Jolly Rancher, something chocolatey like a Tootsie Roll, or maybe something really hot like a Fireball, or something sour. Again, you have to appeal to that person's specific taste. I also have a stress ball, which is really helpful to squeeze, and some pictures, which are a nice visual calming thing, pictures that might be important to that person, and some scented lotion. So that gives you the tactile input of the lotion, the massaging it on, and also the smell. So that's how you make it. I refer to the handout that I made. It has a lot more detailed steps on how to do it.
Here you go, Ellen. Ellen, I made it just for you, so you can put all your stuff in here.
Ellen now has a way to carry her sensory self-soothe kit with her lap pad, keeping all of her sensory items together and organized in one place. The handles make it easy to carry and free up her hands to carry other things. By using sensory items, she can focus, she can reduce her anxiety, and she can keep herself organized, improving her functional performance across a variety of tasks.